Oh well, it'll have to do. Yes, hi, this is Dr. Mia Lueth, and I'm waiting for my video. There we go. Testing lighting today, different lighting circumstances. So I'm moving things around while I'm doing that. Uh, Symptoms of functional neurological disorder. Yes, gastroparesis is one of them. It's sort of like when your digestive system gets paralyzed. And I was at one point diagnosed with Barrett's esophagus, and that's taken care of. That is not the case anymore. But anyway, it is 12:28 p.m. Eastern, New York, USA time. It is June 18th, 2025, and so yeah, I'm just doing a lighting check. That's one thing I'm doing at the same time that I'm saying that there are some updates and congratulations to the Florida Panthers. They won the Stanley Cup again last night. So let me see. I can spin it a little. Yeah. So I'm adjusting for the new space that I have because that kind of sucked. Sometimes you put everything on the line and people don't fucking get it. Right? Start treating me like shit. Yeah. But that's not really a big turn on for me unless we like have a certain trust, safe words, what have you. Anyway, so yeah, I try and speak up. I am trying to shorten things quickly, make things sort of a little more clear for certain people. But I will go to you. Here's to you. Drink your daily water, everybody. I blinged up my goth cup of water. Right, hang on. Put positive message on the bottom. Away you go, rat cats from down in Florida. I told you. I told people 2 years ago. Paul Maurice was due. Rag on Paul Maurice. I don't know. For some reason, I don't like it when people rag on Paul Maurice. Yeah, there's people. I feel. I don't know why I feel protective of them. It's like don't be ragging. Who the fuck are you? Yeah, who the fuck are you? Are you some kind of expert? I appreciate um, Paul Maurice's bench presence and shortened vocabulary, so to speak. Yes, NHL playoffs. So, yep, there we go. So now I gotta be like, okay, rock and rollers, shut your faces. I mean, here's the mirror. You guys, yeah, you're looking into a mirror is what's happening. All right. Well, yes, some of you need to back away from me, man. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Ladies, you have to step out. Okay, that's all there is to it. There's just no other way this is gonna happen. Right, I know. Trust God and do this and pray this one and may this one go down and strike this one down. We're not divided. You're just gonna have to trust me. And the goalie's gonna do what a goalie does. So, all right. If I gotta be one wall, two wall, three wall, whatever. So it's what's gonna happen. Right? People are starting to snipe at me, and I'm just done with it. Oh, but they can't help it. Well, have they tried to help it? Okay, I can just ask. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, documentary coming out of this. There's music coming too, but I'm have to find proper. Need to work some details out when it comes to that because I'm trying to use my voice. Sometimes I have neurological issues. Sometimes I have issues, yes, with my jaw and other things. And I had surgery here, just cut me right open, and that you know destroyed some nerves and did a little damage, but it was life saving. Yeah, I had to go to shock trauma for the fact I couldn't get to a dentist. See, people in my life, if you're watching this, right, many of you have said some things, and I just let it go because I know it's just you being you. Okay? But when when you really start getting extra snake, see, I'd already given you a nice, you know, yeah, bit of space to be you. Okay? And yeah, I've known some felons, and I'll say that is that, yep, quite a few of them I run across. They just end up doing other things for felony or going right back to what they were doing as felons. All right? My patience is greater than any of yours. And there's some people who know what I mean when I say certain things, but it doesn't mean that everybody's going to know what I mean. And I'm not really in the mood for chippy chirpy, but if you're going to go that way, right? Anyway, so yeah, I've had it with fake celebrity accounts and that kind of stuff. It's just, I'm just going to hand it off. But I will say, functional neurological disorder is very variable, for one thing, and also it's not really predictable. So there's nothing I can do to help any of you be efficient. There's right. I mean, there are things I can do, but you gotta let me do them. Like I know people have come at me. I wasn't asking for advice. That's yeah. If I need advice, I would send somebody something. Yeah, any advice for. And some of you who used to be Christians, okay, well, you probably still are. It does get misinterpreted, and if you check in Scripture, it says there are many Christs. All right, some of us didn't lose any kind of divine connection. Okay, so yeah, people need to be prepared to name all the sources as to how you know for sure. Some of you are pretty good showmen, but that doesn't get you a win. Yeah, so goalies, I don't know. I need some help. Okay, what do you want? I'm poor. I don't know what else to do. Like it's not like I'm bringing it upon myself. Okay, take that shit and shove it. That's right. There's a few who have discovered something about me. Right, and I can only take one dude. I can only level up with one dude. Anyway, don't forget to drink your water. Okay, everybody. Yeah. Try to spread some positivity and love. Yeah. See, I'm like, I know there are places just don't want to let me be me. When I was working out in the regular world, there, but yeah, some people do think you're witches, but that's not really what you are. Some of you, okay. There's a lot of stuff online, as some it seems very authoritative, although I, I doubt it. So I'm calling everybody's bluff. Right, everybody's. There's some things I know, some training I've gone through, and some ridiculousness as a human being. And yeah, this shit can't keep going on. I don't give a shit what fucking excuse any of you wait on God. Well, what the fuck? Fuck you. Okay, you want to talk about that God? He's a fucking slumlord, assholes. Okay, I can't be queen of saving the ass anymore. Right, and yeah, those people aren't meant king or queen or any of that. Right. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not really gonna look good for you if you're bullying and harassing a poor woman that has no living family on earth. And not there's I'm not hiding money from anybody. Right. there's some things that don't really figure in. And some people have made some things complicated where they don't need to be complicated. So yeah, I will try and dance. And also, well, I mean, I promote other people's music here. So, I don't know, whatever people get pissy about these days. Okay, yes, I'm an example of an actual person who has an actual illness, is constantly, right. And I got this specialist, and then I got this specialist, and this specialist, and this specialist wants an MRI, but this one wants some blood work. And I feel like just saying no to all treatment. And why would that be an issue? Yes, see, this is the thing, is that, yes, the state of Maryland forced something on me, and you shouldn't have done that. All right. Yeah, well, I'm not the enemy of my own country, but I really don't feel like staying here anymore. So I'd be comfortable in a couple other countries. And I am willing to expatriate. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. Yes, somebody's, yes, thinking abusing me or whatever the fuck they think they're doing. Right? But you will be brought here. It will happen. Especially some of you who's already committed felonies. You should probably work with the feds, because that's pretty much the option that you have, to be cooperative. That's the thing about felons in the United States, felonies. Okay? If you get a break the first time, you fucking stop doing it. If that means you gotta move away from all that you know, okay? Right, where people aren't pushing it on you, it's not around you, la da da, you know what the hell I mean. Some people know exactly what I mean. Right. Well, right. There's some males who've discovered something about me. Right. I mean, I've had more than just one name. I mean, U.S. government, it's like Creasesinger, I don't know, it used to be called JAG when I was Mia mostly. Dr. Mia, the due respect. Yeah, I don't need to do quid pro quo with the weirdo who wants to cannibalize people. Right. Well, a lot of it is just made up bullshit. All right. Which I don't mind. Don't forget to drink your water. Hydrate like you mean it. So, yeah, I appreciate some well wishes. There's just some accounts. Yeah, there's accounts contacting me that can't be, yeah, all who they are, or someone else trying to speak for them, so that whatever. Regardless, but that is the case. You understand? You can't. I'm walled up. Yet I am here. I am the wall, and I am here. So you're gonna tell me that I don't exist and there is no wall? But I'm talking to you right now. Yeah, it's not. I'm too good to be true. Let's not be shy, fellas. That's right. I can level up with one fella, but I don't plan on staying much longer because, oh yeah, some deals are broken and promises that, yep. And I don't, the reason why I don't trust a lot of you is because you think that you're fucking special. I don't care who the fuck you are. I have friends too, man. I have certain skills you don't know about. I'm gonna need the rock and rollers to make sure they check themselves. Okay? Right? Because you guys all want to bitch and complain about this. That. Well, you guys got to have better intel, man. I mean, anybody go rooting around in some of your histories. So that's what I'm getting. Quid pro quo. That is, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. I'm also not duelist, everybody. Just wanted to put that out there. But I appreciate people who watch and listen. And, you know, it is. It's nice. Yeah, the lighting is just. And I'm used to a different laptop. It had better video, but this was all I could get. And I owe for it. I'm getting tired of going in debt to try and do things. And I mean, there are people like I got stolen from when I was much younger, right? But yeah, I didn't go to the police because it was one of those things like I don't really have time for this shit. Okay, but could I have? But yes, okay, but I learned. I learned a lot. So uh, bear that in mind, some of you. Okay, I know what I look like to you, but I've had other names too, and some of you, right, will just start being drawn to me. It's just how it is, right? But I can read like, yes, this is a hello house of music. Hi there, rock and rollers or pop stars or whatever the fuck you think you are. I mean, jeez, Christmas Almighty, some straight assholes. Like, get the fuck away from the goddamn music. So yeah, okay. Well, some people think I'm a demon. Some think I'm an angel. Some don't understand. Some don't pay attention, which is really good. It's okay if you don't. But some will have to. You'll be forced to. There's nothing else you can do. Okay. Yes, it is binding what some of you have done. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Seth has a very interesting way about him, and so since he's not human, you guys don't know that. But I'd be happy to tell you that. Right? Right. So yeah, I like to sing too. I mean, I like to live a partial dream. So I'm gonna start being me, and the people who probably aren't gonna understand. But yes, there was a certain situation which I'd have no problem volunteering if it didn't cause me harm. But unfortunately, oh yeah, I don't give a shit if hell comes looking for you. People don't know what you're talking about. I know. I'm like, what? The dark side? I don't care. Whatever. What this side? Okay, yeah, I don't care. Whatever. Fuck this shit. Yeah. There's a lot of things. It's like a goalie thing. We don't fuck around when it comes to certain things. But yes, I'm a friend to all goalies. I don't always agree with them, and sometimes they do stupid shit, and you're like, oh, you fucking idiot, But I don't know. You're in play. Shit happens. Okay. Yeah, I don't analyze as much as some other people do it. I mean, I'll listen to the analysts for a while, but it's just like I know what I'm looking at. I know the National Hockey League pretty well actually. Rules and other kind of things, right? I had to catch up on some stuff, right? So that's what I've been trying to do. So yeah, there's some things that I'd be happy to share with those who have secret or higher clearances, if you don't mind. Right, but trying to DM me and tell me certain things is going to be highly unproductive, and I am about ready to get rid of Telegram. So whatever this is, just freaking. If you want to keep going around some dirty old bush, then I'm gonna step out for good, and then you will have an issue, right? So yes, I didn't tell anybody I wanted fame or money, or there's a lot of things that yeah I don't care about. So quit slumming, everybody. Many of you have been caught, and I had nothing to do with it. And I kept trying to tell you, Like law enforcement people, some of them know me and they know how I am. So if I run across somebody who's doing something that, yes, and you as I know for is, yes, felony, or at the very least, yes, should be stopped because they think they're awesome and hey, they probably need help. Okay, yeah. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of things about human behavior that is online. It's just bullshit. So there's a lot of bullshit online. Well, there's some things that can happen, right? But yeah, some of you clean up your own damn messes. Okay, but everybody, I don't care who you are. If you know what I mean by this, then you know. All right. Yes, get ready to damage control. Right. Because yes, I'm leaving if I don't get married. And so, yep, there's a situation in which, yep, because I'm the one who can do that. I mean, I have to heal an entire fucking planet. Well, I don't know who let it get this bad, but some of you are starting to understand something about me. Right. Yeah, well, I'm gonna just start doing commanding respect. I mean, I can tell a lot of you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And it's best just stay out of conversations than it is to keep jumping into conversations if you can, because it does actually come across as though you are much wiser. All right, kids, right. Remember, keep it tight to the body. Okay. Know what you're good with and know what you're not good with. And if you're good with something, just go with it. Right. And yes, well, I'm tired of people in the entertainment industry like wrecking themselves all up for stupid shit. It makes no sense to me, right? Things do not always have to come down to money either. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, especially Christians, it's just like, okay, well, sure, I accepted the Holy Lord, right, as yep, the high priest. Some of you didn't realize you could do that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably Melchizedek. I don't know if they move on or where. Right. Well, it's a mail order, so there's some things that I don't know about it. But I'm sure there's some males who might know. Be happy to inform some people. Right. But yeah, too many were trying to send me telepathic messages, so that we had to. Yep, I don't know. Build a safety. I'm trying to make a safety barrier or something of the like. But yes, one bridge was successfully built. Right. Anyway. Yep. Some things are going to change, and that's okay. I know some people can't handle change. Well, it's going to happen. And yeah, I'm just telling Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's sort of like, I get it, dude. It's just, uh, I mean, I disagree with you about some things. But that's the one fellas, right? Yeah, I kind of want to take him on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it were a bench clearing brawl, dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's the one I'd be like gunning for. You understand? Right. Yeah, hook that up. Yeah, where did God come from? Okay, here's the answer. Yeah, it's none of your business. I mean, there's some nerdies. No, I'm a science nerdy. I get some things down pat. You know what I'm saying? Empirical thinker. I've done my own, yes, modeled my own research. Right. That was set up that way to negate expectation bias. And those of you about to know about the id, the ego, and the super ego, don't be all thinking that super ego means like greater than all egos. Okay, that's not what it means, right? So, yeah, there's lots of schools that are actually for free, but This is what I'm saying. Even if you're homeschooled, okay, right, try to get some socialization going on, and yeah, uh, make sure that they get exposed to a wide variety of different people. But also, don't be skipping out on music. I don't care what kind it is. You could like have trash can music where you're just beating on the right, and you got like pots and pans and stuff. Yeah, don't forget to put in the music. Okay, doesn't have to be anything particular, but yeah, if you notice that your child is highly sensitive to light and sound, okay, great. Help them out a little bit. Some of them start to get used to it, okay, but some don't. And then it does become an issue of feeling like abuse. So that's that. But all ladies, you will have to step out. You will have to just step out. All right? You don't have a choice. And yep, there's no need for certain people to be involved in certain things. But everyone on planet Earth should also recognize the fact that we need to discern there's some innocent walking around. Where you think that attacking that one is how you win the game of life, fellas. Yeah, well, there's a few other fellas who do understand what I mean because, well, there weren't many of us. I took the worst losses, right? Yeah, we had to fight our way out, and that involved things that some of us don't want to talk about right away, or we need to talk to therapy about to understand how we can process it. Okay, right. But not everybody knows that feeling, and not everybody needs to know. So some of the empaths, it is possible to adjust so that it's not so difficult for you. But yeah, some are spiritual gifts. However, you understand, some may not be, and the reason that there are is because some of them don't need triggered. Some of them don't need to be taught. Some of them, right, need to stay in the dark because they aren't ready. Okay, it is just like that. Yeah, fake celebrities. Just what? Yeah, I'm done with all that. All right, and yeah, you can chirp me online if you want to. I don't care. I may not answer you, but if I have time, I will. Yes, I actually have a neurological disorder. And so I could be planning a very productive day. But unfortunately, I might get up the next day and have muscle rigidity. And, something has exacerbated my hip issue. Or, I didn't barely get enough sleep because I have a sleep disorder called periodic limb movement disorder. And yes, it keeps me awake. Okay. It is part of a Parkinson syndrome ism. Yes, it's part of that, and it comes and it goes. Nothing is predictable for me. Okay, so just stop. Okay, what you're doing, and realize that you are knowingly and willfully right badgering a sick little woman who's been through all kinds of crap already in life. Right? You really want to walk around like that? I doubt you do, but if you do, all right. I I won't be nice enough. Okay, but period time does end at some point. Yeah, so I appreciate anybody who has thought about how to help me, but I've said it numerous times. in a variety of different ways. So, yeah, all you well kept people, look, don't compare yourselves to me, and we'll get along better. Okay? I'm not begrudging you that, just don't do it. Right? Like, some of you have had better care. Oh, I know. I've been snubbed yeah, I know. Private school. Oh, I'm not of the appropriate elements. I know. Ooh, ooh, yeah, I had some snuffy buffies when I was going to private boarding school. Oh, I know. Grits. We were called grits. Yeah, that's true. Right. We were, right, lower grade human. But that's the point. You just after a while, you don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care, man. I'm probably a better goalie than like most fucking females walking around the planet Earth. Probably beat out a few dudes too, right? Yeah, so there's some cuss words going on, but I'm not gonna stay. So I'm having the Archangel Michael come get me. I am gonna leave, and once I do that, my protection is no longer available for you. Some of you need to be honest with me who you are, okay? And some of you need to get caught doing stuff, but don't put me in the middle of that shit. I don't even know, and I don't care. This is yeah. So lines in the sand. All right. So if you want somebody else, given the once over and yada blah blah, you need to be willing to, right, do the same thing. Okay. So, right, some people, it can take a while for full disclosure if there were a certain amount of people who saw something. And also, yes, some may not have seen what that, yes, you have to investigate some things. And there are people who remember things. And it's not that they meant to do it on purpose, but they were, yes, their brain will kind of, yeah, put something nicer there or put something different there just as a temporary way to protect a person. Right. And that's not everybody. But yeah, okay, I'm getting tired of it and I'm just moving on. I don't care. But I think probably my brother and the Archangel Michael, again, yeah, not fucking off. Because, right, we do have a situation. We have a situation. So I need to level up with one dude. Okay, fellas? Yeah, just can't wait. Don't have that kind of time.